Hello team, my name is Mahesh. So in this video, we are looking into how we can deploy this full stack blocking application onto the EKS cluster. But before we moving forward, we will need to implement all those two tools and technologies while implementing the while deploying the applications to the Kubernetes cluster. So this will be a multi full stack application which contains the all those things are as mentioned in this diagram itself. So let me give a brief overview about this. So developer made a commit to GitHub repository. After that, it will move to the Jenkins. It will do some compilation activities, such as it will run a CI/CD pipeline. The Java compiler and JUnit is required to compile the Java binaries and all. So the Trivy which will found out the security vulnerabilities in the application and the file system that we are provide. SonarQube will do a static code analysis, and after that, it will found out any code leakage or code quality checks it will do. Maven it is basically to build the artifact, or we can say a jar file. Nexus we can keep the repos after Maven. Once the jar is created, we can keep the jar into the Nexus repository. We'll push to the Docker hub. After that, we pull to the Docker from the Docker hub, and we will do some activities on it, such as to do image scanning on that to find out any CB or security vulnerabilities with that. After that, we will deploy the application to the Kubernetes cluster, which is the AWS EKS service. And after that, throughout the load balancer service, we can able to access that. As well as we can implement the Prometheus and Grafana and on any other tool as well, such as the you can say black box exporter or the next node exporter or Kubernetes exporter, name it. So we will implement those things while deploying this application, and we will do also we will use the Terraform in some part to do kind of activities. So just watch the video till the end, and we'll implement all those things. Just make sure you don't miss out anything, or if you miss out any step, might you will cause an error, and the service may be not able to start or something like that. You will face some kind of issue, might. So this is the GitHub repository, and it is kept in my GitHub account. So once you have gone to this repository, you need to do some things in it. So you first of all fork this repository or clone this repository, and after that we will require three virtual machines. First of all, in the EC2 for for Jenkins, we will require one virtual machine. For SonarQube and the Nexus, we will require one more virtual machine. And so those three virtual machines we will require to use. After that, we will go ahead and start the next thing. So the Jenkins, we are using 32 dot large image and with the 25 to 30 GB of storage. And other two machines, which are SonarQube and the Nexus, it has around 25 GB of storage and 32 dot medium size. So all those instances are running into my closest region, and so first of all, now connect to the Jenkins instance. We will install the Jenkins on this machine, and after that we'll see the other two. We will install the Jenkins, SonarQube, and the Nexus. So I mean, before we integrating all those things, we need to install those tools in in those particular machines. So just run one script. I have a script created over here to install the Jenkins, and just copy paste this script into your terminal, and this will install the Java as well as your Jenkins itself. Okay, after I restarted this server, and this service starts successfully. Also, I have installed the forcefully I have installed the Java OpenJDK 17 JRE to check the services to used by the Jenkins service. So just copy the public IP address, and we will start the installation, the default installation of the Jenkins itself. So just copy paste this particular path, and we'll get the initial password for the admin. So after this, just copy this initial password and paste into the administrative. So just install the selective suggested plugin by default. So it will install the necessary plugins that will require to run the Jenkins. And for now, just go on the repository itself, and as well as install the Docker in the machine. So just there is already script which I created. You can just copy by using this click and just create one file called test2.sh and so in that script, in that file itself, just paste the script and you'll provide the executable permission to this file. 777 I am providing as of right now and .sh and just run that file. So this will install the Docker and necessary things. So this will install the Docker C, container.io, and some buildx plugin and the Docker Compose. So those are some plugins it will install. It will start the Docker service and it will add normalizer to the Docker. So this is second instance. We will need to install the Docker into the three of those EC2 instances, such as SonarQube and the Nexus as well. So we can run the Nexus as part of a Docker container, and throughout that it can be simple to use. So just let me connect to the root user, and I'm in the Nexus instance. So it will connect throughout the web browser, and I do have a I need to copy paste the same script that are provided in here. It will install the Docker and we will run the Nexus on it. So just in test1.sh, paste the script, provide the executable permission, and run the script. So as of now, it is installing the Docker and all. We can go ahead and create an admin user and do some initial configuration of the Jenkins admin. You can use the username password whatever you want. It not going to validate as of now. So just start the Jenkins. So the Jenkins has started, and we will need to install a few plugins on it. But before we going to install the plugins and all, we can just install the Nexus this Nexus to this particular machine. So just run a Docker run -p 8081. So the Nexus is running on 8081 port colon 8081. Sonar type. Sonar type Nexus 3, and this will be a detached container -ITD. So it will it didn't found the container image locally, so it will pull the image and it will copy the necessary clone the image to the local. PS just copy this IP address and port 8081. It's not able to connect. So the Nexus will require 10-15 minutes to get initialized. So you can just you can check out the logs as well. You can use the inspect. You can just check out the logs as well. You can just do locker logs and the container name, which is the interesting colleague. And you can see there are a few activities running behind in that image itself. So it will require a few minutes to get initialized. So here we go. And for now, just go on our Sonar type as well, SonarQube itself, and take SSH to the root user. Connect. So this will be our third EC2 instance, and we need to install the uh, Docker and the SonarQube instance as well. So just go test1.sh, paste it, chmod 777 test1.sh. So the sonar type is successfully active. The Nexus repository I mean to. Just click on sign in and we'll see the username password prompt. For the password, they have stored the initial admin password inside this Nexus data and the Nexus admin password. So this Nexus is running on the Docker host. So how do you log into the Docker? So just you need to check out the container first, Docker PS. So there is a Docker container which is running. Docker hyphen x Docker exec hyphen hyphen Docker exec hyphen IT and the image the container ID. You can paste it. Okay, sorry. Docker exec hyphen ID. You can paste the container ID. Just copy and paste slash bin slash bash. So currently you are in that container itself. So as you can see, here is a root, and you can jump into inside the container by using the bin bash shell. So just go on the Nexus, just go on that path itself. So the path which you have copied from here, just copy it again and just paste it, and you can do cat on it. So this will provide a password for it. This will provide a password. So just let me clear the screen and here we go. So the password it's this one. Just copy this. This is a bash again. This is the shell name, and we don't need to copy that. So just the password username is admin and password is the password which we got. The password we have set up is completed. New password will be admin. I'm keeping admin for now. Anonymous access. If you disable the anonymous access, no one can publicly pull the repository and all. But I'm keeping the anonymous access disabled for now. So we will use the username and password for to fetch the repositories. So in the browse section, you will see you'll see the Maven release and the Maven snapshots. So those two will require for us for the later configuration. So make sure that you can see those two things, Maven release and Maven snapshot in the browse section. So for now, just go on to this. As of now, our Docker is successfully running. So now let's start the SonarQube. So again, SonarQube is run throughout the Docker. SonarQube Docker run hyphen d hyphen itd hyphen p port 9090. It is running on port 9090 hyphen d SonarQube hyphen colon LTS latest or community. So this will install the SonarQube for us. Hopefully, yeah. So this is installing the SonarQube, and as we have done, as we have started our Nexus, we need to do similar kind of a configuration in the SonarQube as well. So just copy this public IP address, copy it, and paste it on the terminal. So the port 9090, which will require to run the SonarQube. So just to do Docker PS, and you can see it is running on port 9090. So just wait for a second. It will take a little time to get startup. Okay, I made a mistake. I have just used the port 9090, so it's not able to forward to actual port. So the actual port is a 9000, which on the SonarQube which run basically. So just run the container again, and this container run as a port 9000. So it will able to listen it now. So on this particular IP address, it can able to listen on port 9000. So as you can see, the SonarQube is starting. So just go on the Jenkins. Inside the manage Jenkins, we'll need to install some tools. So just go on the plugins. So available plugins. So the first plugin which is we will use to install, which is Sonar Scanner to do integrate with SonarQube. Then again Eclipse. the Eclipse, which will require to for the Java, we are using the Eclipse. So the Eclipse we are installing. After that, the third plugin which we will use through config file. There is a config file provider. This will require later on will be implement the like we can see the Nexus into the Jenkins itself. After that, we will use the to Maven integration and Maven to integrate the Maven in the tools section. So the pipeline integration as well as we will require. So the Maven, let me search Maven pipeline integration as if I found Maven pipeline integration. Okay, so pipeline plugin API, not this one. So this will require plugin provide the plugin integration with pipelines and provide the environment and all. So this plugin we will require with the Maven integrate with Maven. We will require the Kubernetes plugin. We will require a lot of plugins. So that's why I'm sure I'm saying uh, keep the video, watch the video till the end, and you will successfully able to run this particular application seamlessly. If you miss any of the tools or plugins or configurations, you may face some kind of issues, or um, like if you may face some kind of issues, or yeah. So the CTL, the kubectl CLI. So this plugin we will require to integrate with the CLI, or integrating with the Kube API, I meant to say, and Kubernetes client API. So the Kubernetes client API, which will require for two. And after that, the Docker and Docker pipeline. Those two tools we will require. Docker Commons, Docker pipelines, and the API. So those four tools we will require. So just click on install. It will take a little time to install. We will take a restart after this, or we can just go ahead and configure all those tools in the manage Jenkins section. So just wait for to get installed this, and after this we will see the another thing. So in the plugin section, just type pipeline stage view, as well as we need to install this one as well to get the stage view, because in the latest version of the Jenkins itself, they have removed the stage view. So we need to install the plugin manually. So the all the plugins are successfully installed. Go on the manage Jenkins again, and go on the tools section. So you need to configure one by one. So just go on the get, no need to on the Docker itself, add Docker, name as a Docker, automatically installed by the you can say docker.com, which is the latest package. After that, the JDK, we'll see the JDK somewhere here. JDK, we will require the JDK version as adaptive.NET and 17 JDK. So, this is JDK 17. So it will install the Jenkins, sorry, the JDK automatically. After that, we will require a SonarQube. We will utilize the Sonar server as well in the later part of this video. We will integrating a lot of tools in this video. So the Sonar scanner will automatically install by Maven Central, and uh, just after this, we will also need to. So this has done. We don't need to install the other things such as Maven. We can use the Maven as the latest version, and no need to do anything. And after that, yeah, that's it. Just click on apply and save. So just go on the SonarQube. So you can log in with the admin initial password, and after that, set the new password. Admin1. So just go on the administration, security, users, and create a token to integrate this SonarQube. Create a token, name as a test, expiration, and generate. So this is the token. Just go on the system section of the Jenkins, and if you go below, a little below, you can see SonarQube installation. Just add the SonarQube installation. Type SonarQube server. The credential, the token we need to add first. So this is the not username password. This is the secret text, and we'll paste the secret. Sonar token. We'll use the same as below. Add, and we'll provide the URL for the SonarQube. Click on done, and we'll provide this URL. So this URL will require this URL basically used to integrate SonarQube. This has done. So the basic installation and configuration has done. So just configure the Trivy. Just uh, just go and configure the Trivy now. So we need to install the Trivy. So later part of this video, we will require the Trivy in the Jenkins instance as well. So just if possible, just install the snap install Trivy -f classic. So this will install the Trivy for us. This will found out the latest channel, and it will automatically install the Trivy. So no need to focus on this right now. And just go on the Nexus itself, go on a browse, and this too will require those two URLs we will require. So just open any IDE and I can say your GitHub repository that you have cloned. You can clone the same repository as of mine. So in my in my instance itself, or my local instance itself, I've already cloned this repository. So let me take SSH of it. So So I've already cloned my repository in this file itself. So just go on pom.xml file. So if you do vim in it, you'll see that in the distribution management, you will see the two URLs for Maven release and also Maven snapshot. So as you can see in this particular release section, so just copy the Maven release. You can copy this URL, and you can update this URL to your Maven release. So it will keep the Maven release as publicly, and Maven snapshot it will keep for the internal purpose only. So just for the Maven release and the Maven snapshots for to like take backup, or we can say for different purpose or for internal purpose, we will use the snapshot. Just copy the Maven snapshots and paste it. So those two things we have configured, and let me just reduce the font a little bit so we can see what the things which we doing. Let me do pom.xml. So we have updated our repository 250.102, the same thing. So we have added those two URLs in here, as well as just go on the Jenkins section and click go on manage Jenkins. You will see the manage files option. So in this section, you can just click on add a new file. So this will be a pom.xml. So the pom.xml, you will see the global Maven settings. So just click on it, and after that, it will just scroll down and uh, copy the ID. Might you will require later on. So just copy the ID, paste it on your terminal, and just go on next. So this form.xml you need to update in few parts. You need to update the form.xml. So in this section, just search for servers, and in the server section, you will see the username and password. So the username and password for this thing, which is the admin for this thing, and password will be the admin as well. So the admin username password, click on submit, and we have updated for the server. We need to change another place as well. So again, search for server. I have by mistakenly saved that file. Yeah. So we have selected for the deployment. We need to select for the Maven snapshot and the Maven release. So let me find out that. Okay, so now we can delete this file. I'm not able to find the Maven. So just delete this, or we can add a new global and click on next. So this is a new file. In the server section, there is option for the deployment repos. Just move this and type Maven hyphen repos, Maven hyphen release, sorry, Maven hyphen releases, and the username and password will be the same, admin and admin. And same as just remove this comment, and same as we need to add another thing, which we can just copy and paste. This will be a Maven snapshot. So we have added the Maven ID and the snapshots. Just remove this again. This is commented out, and yeah. So we have added the Maven release and the Maven snapshots in here. Just click on save. After we save, in the deployment policies, in the Maven settings, go on the settings icon in the in the repositories section. You will see the deployment policy in the Maven release section itself. You'll see deployment policies settings, deployment policies. You can allow redeploy. So after this allow redeploy, just click on save. No need to change anything after this. So when we run the Jenkins, um, when we create we can say a Docker image, or we can save artifact. It will automatically save to this Maven release and Maven snapshots. So for this, we need to allow redeploy. Also, we will need to save the credentials inside this section itself. Just go on the credential. So now token we have saved, but another token we need to save. Add credentials, username and the password. The username will be admin and the password will be admin as well for me. Nexus credentials. The description will be same. As well as we have added the Nexus credentials. Now, for now, just add the Docker as well. So the Docker username I'm adding. So the Docker username will be uh, so this is my Docker username and the password and a Docker hyphen Docker hub hyphen cred Docker hub hyphen cred. So this is the Docker hub credentials I'm saving right now. And after this, just create a login to the Docker hub, create a new repository, and yeah. So if you confuse why we created a Nexus and after that we are again creating a Docker hub. So will when we creating a repositories and all, and we will create a pipeline in the Jenkins, we can at that time we can see why we use those two. So in the inside the repositories, go and create a repository name as a full we can say uh, blogging app. It will be a private repository and we'll just create a repository. So this is the repository that we will use, and credential we have already added. So just go again in the Docker in the Jenkins itself in the manage Jenkins. Go in the system. After this, go search for the Jenkins itself. You can if you search for the Docker itself. So if you can see a Docker hub or something. So let me yeah. So there you go. You will see the Docker hub, the registry URL which you will provide. So the registry URL will be the https://index dot docker dot io slash v1, and the Docker label that we are using, which is the Docker hub. We have selected our credentials, just apply and save. So we have done almost all the things, and we can create the you can say CI/CD pipeline. So just create a CI/CD pipeline called full stack blogging app. It will be a full pipeline project. Just click on OK. Discard old builds. 2 days and 2 days. 2 days and two last builds. We can use the simple pipeline available. Agent will keeping any, and first of all just configure the tools. So inside the tools section we have configured JDK. So the JDK, and after that we are also used Maven, MAVEN, maybe. So basically I'm using this name inside my pipeline itself, and this is the tool the name which are configured in the tool section. So we have configured this. We need to configure the environment also. So for the SonarQube we are implementing, at the time we need to install the uh, we need to use this environments. So just click on environment. So inside this environment, type scanner underscore home is equals to tool hyphen hyphen sonar hyphen scanner. So I'm just a little confused in this. So just let me see the SonarQube has configured in the same name or not. So just go on the configure section of the uh, you can say manage Jenkins section. Just go on the tools, and inside the tools you will see the SonarQube installation. Yeah, the Sonar scanner has this with the same name only. So just go on your pipeline, configure the pipeline, and inside this we just you have configured the environment section. So first of all, git checkout, git. So the git checkout we can do by using the syntax generator. Search for the git. It will be lot much easier. The master, the branch will be using it is main, and this is the code. So just go on the pipeline generator repository URL. Branch will be main, credential will be none. Copy this and paste. So we'll quickly create a pipeline for us. So in the stage two, so copy and paste. So in the second stage, after this, we can use the compile. Compile. It is saying unexpected. Why? So inside this step itself, it is getting this. Okay, no need to worry. Just go and create another stage, and inside this stage, we'll using the shell command. How you can run that? You can just type sh, and inside this, you will say mvn compile. So this will compile your repository. After that, just copy this stage and we can paste it to the new stage. So paste this. Just let me give a second. Yeah, yeah, it has not fully copied this. Just again copy to this, and hopefully, yeah, this has that was a syntax issue. Just click on apply. So in the third stage, you have done the compile, and after the third in the third stage, you can do TrivyFS. File system can scan, basically we say TrivyFS. That will be also shell command. So TrivyFS hyphen dot in the directory only hyphen format. The output will be the table hyphen o fs dot y fs dot html. So it has created a previous stage as well. So in the next stage, create the SonarQube analysis. In the SonarQube, we will require some additional integration such as SonarQube. We can say so we can select the dsonar, the libraries, and the target, and much more things we need to use the SonarQube. So in the SonarQube, we will require this thing. So first of all, just go find out the SonarQube. This is the wait for the quality gate build. Yeah. So SonarQube environment, prepare SonarQube environment, just select the token and click. So this will create a block. Just copy this block into your steps section. Just remove this. So this block, which has in this block particularly, we can use the SonarQube commands. So sonar-token, this will be your credentials, or we can as well as we can use the uh, we can remove this and we can use the server directly. So in the double quotes, I'll just remove this sonar-server, SonarQube server. So in the system section, we have configured this in this way only. So just sh command we will require, and we need to use the three single quotes. In the single quotes, we will require the sonar under sonar home. Sorry, the dollar scanner home scanner is CANNER underscore home will be bin slash sonar hyphen scanner. We will require a dsonar project name hyphen dsonar dot project name is equals to login app hyphen dsonar hyphen project key. So the project key will remain the same. Just make sure you don't do spelling mistake or those kind of issues. Spelling spell typo errors basically. Just copy this blogging app and paste the same into Sonar project key. After that, in the second line, we will use the hyphen d sonar. We need to provide the library with d sonar dot java dot binaries. Binary is equals to target. So after this, you can complete this tag with the triple single brackets. So this will integrate the SonarQube, and uh, basically you are providing the Sonar scanner as a bin file. This will use the Sonar project name and project key, and the target binaries which will require to run the SonarQube. So just copy this stage again. We will require another stage. In this stage itself, we don't need to use this with, and we'll require another name. So we'll build the package with the Maven sh mvn package. So this will build the package with the mvn, as well as we can publish the artifact to the global setting in the Maven itself. So just by using the Maven, we have installed the Maven plugin before. So just publish the artifact. I publish artifact. So in the publish artifact, we need to use the Maven configs. So just go on pipeline syntax generator. With Maven configs, you can see with Docker container, Docker registry server, with quality get catch error, with credential credit. With the provided Maven environment, just select this. You can select the Maven, JDK, temporary directory. No need to use the temporary directory, I guess, and setting path, global setting, Maven path, JVM option. No need, just generate the pipeline. So this will create the pipeline for us, the global setting and the JDK. After that, the Maven directories, Maven tools, the Maven configs, and the traceability. So, so just copy this block and you can set the block to this particular step. So make sure the intent is correct, and after that, just use sh and double brackets mv and deploy. So this will deploy this. This will push this repository to the Maven repository mv and deploy. So we have almost write our pipeline. We need to again do a Docker and we'll push to the private repository, do Trivy Docker push, and a lot of things we can do. But just now build this repository. We can see if there are some errors. We can figure out we can solve the errors in the early stage. So just it is using the Sonar CLI. So just wait for a second. You will see the stage view, and after that we can get. So for this error, I just need to use the this particular command. So after this, we can hopefully solve that error. So this is the particular you can say um, connection that I need to make using the snap connect and trivy colon home. So just try now to run the pipeline again. So hopefully this will resolve that particular error. So it is in a build activity. In the Trivy, I have faced one issue related to the it is not able to access the Trivy in the home section, home directory itself. So I have just uninstalled the Trivy using snap uninstall Trivy, and I've used the Trivy to install it again with the Trivy homepage, or I will provide the Trivy documentation where you can install that. So we have completed the build as well as the build section of in the last we have faced one issue. So it not able to push that repository, or it is saying execute error executing while Maven. So with the Maven deploy, it not able to do the action. So just let me go inside this repository. Is there any new thing added here? Public no, Maven release no. So in this section, we will saw a new error, which is on the line number 130 in the global settings.xml. So we made some issue in the global settings. So in the dashboard, it's manage Jenkins, manage files, and edit. So in this section, we have made some issues. Proxy server. Yeah. So just let me delete this file. We will create this file again. In this manage file section, just delete this and we'll configure a new file with the Maven setting. Global setting, we'll just remove the ID and type the like Maven hyphen settings, Maven settings. Just click on next. This the Maven settings will use. Go to server setting, the server ID and the credentials. Okay, the server ID, check. In the edit section, I need to add, just let me remove this. In the edit section, yeah, there is a server section over here. And inside the servers, you can see there was a comment has been done. So let me copy this and paste it into my VS Code. So throughout that I can able to understand quickly. So let me new file, text file and paste. So it has all been commented out. So in the server section, I need this thing um, and the servers. Yeah. So let me remove this as well. Not need to remove actually. Let me just copy this or let me just use the same file and so in the server section I can add the necessary details. So just let me copy and paste the same value as of now. And inside this, I'll just provide the repository name, which is the Maven hyphen release RELEASES releases. The password will be admin and the username will be admin and password will be admin. So again, I'm doing the same for the server to Maven snapshot. For the Maven snapshot, it remains the same. So let me copy this and paste it to my token. Just paste it over here and just let me verify. Yeah, click on submit and let's see now. Just go on the manage Jenkins or dashboard in the pipeline configure. So in here, I need to update this thing, such as for the Maven settings, it not using the ID right now. Maven settings. You can save, just build again. So it has completed the quality gate and all. So we can see in the SonarQube dashboard, you can see the blocking application. So it has found out the initial code duplication or if I say code smell or we need to use we can see there are 8 bugs which are found by the SonarQube and we can see the issues and related things as part of this repository. So in the security hotspot, we can understand at which place the exactly we uh, we have issue. So it is saying we are using a root user to run the pipe to run the Docker and all. So you can see the overall thing and how to fix it and all the measures and required things are presented in the SonarQube section itself. So it has also mentioned the security, the rating, as well as the at which place the code smell was found, the code duplication was found, or is there any security vulnerability, or is there any is there any like I meant to say um, like sensitive information leakage or something. So the code coverage will be 37.1. Mostly it is recommended to use the above 80%, but for now it is covered at 37% of code. So just see the pipeline. It has again failed with any error. So it is saying generated the log may one deploy, not transfer it to may one release 8081 connection timeout. So it is saying it's a fit one. So 250.10. It is there was some issue, I guess. So we can check. Go on a dashboard, manage Jenkins inside the system, not system, inside the tools. Just go below the tools. Inside the Maven, not Maven actually. We need to use the. We haven't configured the things which will connect to this. Okay, so might we have updated the memo distribution as part of here, but we forgot to update in the pom.xml file. So just copy this and we'll update the same to the pom.xml. So so inside this repository, let me update the pom.xml. So go and edit, and inside this you'll see there is a URL for the repository, and let me paste that. For the Maven snapshot, there is another one snapshot repository for the releases. So there are, okay, I've copied the same, but I need to use the snapshot URL. The snapshot URL will be little different. Yeah. So the Maven snapshot URL. Yeah. So let me comment out this change inside the XML file, and after that, just run the run the pipeline again. So at that time, hopefully, we will not face such kind of issues. So as you can see, it is running some test on it, such as you can see the test. It is run by the before we do Maven package as part of the Maven lifecycle. It is running the test. It is saying the build was success. It is saying run test. There is no failures or all. It is using the JCoco, which is used with the Java versions mostly, and JCoco is required to JCoco is required by Maven for to build the pipeline and all. So it has pushed. So let's refresh this. In the Maven release section, you will see there is one application. It is saying a Twitter application, but uh, we have successfully artifacted our we can say mm, we have successfully implemented the Maven release and the Maven snapshot. So inside the snapshot, there is no repository which are created, but inside this there is one created. So let's update the Jenkins pipeline. Remaining tools we can integrate. So you can see the Twitter jar was created and the Twitter form XML was created, and there is no build failures and all. So just go and configure. So now configure the Docker and other related tools. So copy this stage and paste this as to Docker. So it will build the Docker image and push and all the things it will do. Docker build tag and push. So we don't need to use this. Just remove this. My one thing. sh in double brackets Docker build hyphen t again anl root 12 slash the project name inside a Docker, which is the blogging app dot. So it is built. It will build. After that, we need to use the Docker registry. To connect with the Docker registry, we will require a pipeline syntax later. So with we will require with Docker with Docker. with the Docker container or Docker registry will be there. Docker registry, yeah, with Docker registry, we'll provide the Docker registry URL as https slash index.docker.io slash v1 credential. We will use the Docker Hub credential. Docker installation will be default. So generate, and this will install the Docker URL and all. This will provide a code block. Just paste this code block, and you need to close the code block again. So just this will stop the code block. Tool name Docker and Docker cred. So this will work as a Docker. After that, just paste the code block again. This one, and Docker image push. Docker image push. So as of now, this repository was in the private URL. So just this repository was private, so we need to do the following thing. So just let me remove this, and proper indentation is mandatory. We need to remove this. So let me see the code blocks. Yeah. So we can use the sh docker push and the image name. So the image name will be this one. Right? We will see. We will face issues related while pushing the code, but we'll see. Just click on apply, save, and run. So while this pipeline get built, we can create an EKS cluster. So just for now, we need to use the AWS CLI. We will require a Terraform, and we need to use the credentials and all. So just search for AWS CLI. It is not installed. apt get apt can get install AWS CLI. Oh, this is not a apt get instance, but just let me stop this, and apt I can get install AWS CLI. I can CLI the new package. Okay, it is not. It is saying that there is no package, but we'll download this by using the AWS CLI install. So just for the Linux, you just need to use the those commands, and it will install for us. So just paste this. This will install the AWS CLI. We need to okay. It is saying AWS apt install AWS CLI. It is saying not found. It is it has found unfound the unzip. So just apt install unzip. Unzip it install. Unzip AWS CLI. So it has go on the CP AWS. Inside that we can see the install. Go on AWS chmod 777 dot slash install. So it will install the AWS CLI automatically. AWS CLI installed. So just go on AWS. You need to create a key or so as of now, we have created a Jenkins. We have compiled the Java. We used the Trivy. Kept we are using SonarQube and the Nexus. We have also pushed the image to the Docker Hub. So as you can see, so it has failed somewhere. There was some line issue. I mean, the URL or tool name. Okay, so there is some issue related to the Docker. We'll solve that. But we have used the Docker. We are again, we need to, we left with this part, but let's create the instance and let's go on the IAM section. You need to create an access key and secret access key. For now, let's go on the IAM, or if you can use, you can just use the Cloud Shell itself. So that will be quite better to use a Cloud Shell, and never mind. So just go on the IAM section. Inside access key, create access key, command line interface, understand, and create a key. So this is access key, and AWS configure access key, access ID, and the access key, secret access key. I mean to the default region AP South 1, default format JSON. So AWS S3 LS will see, uh, throughout that we can get the if the uh, our AWS CLI is working or not. So the Terraform hyphen classic. So this will install the Terraform. We need to use a snap, not the apt. Snap e double form. Currently we are currently a little postponing that, and we'll create the EKS cluster manually by using the commands. So just copy the EKS cluster command and paste it on your terminal. EKS cluster, EKS Setup create cluster. The name of the cluster, the region we want to select, the node node type managed, manage. Um, so it will create a node group. It will create a cluster for you, and after that you will see. After that, once the cluster is created, we can update the kube config by using this particular command. So just wait for some time, and this will install a kube. This will install a cluster for you. After that, we will set up a RBAC and service accounts and all those things we can install. So uh, just wait for some time. It will take a little of 20 or 25 minutes to initiate the cluster, and after that, we can see the next thing. But before we go in, and we can solve this particular error that we are getting. So we'll see the Maven, the artifact which are generated, and after that, just go on the repository. It is saying there is some URL issue. Go and edit pipeline, configure, and we don't need to use the tools, and we don't need to use the multiple sections as part of this. We can remove the tool name. We can use the credentials, or we can use the Docker only. With the registry, we can use the credentials and the URL. So those two things we will require. No need to initiate the tool name as of now. So let's remove this. Okay, it has removed. Okay, so just save it and try to build it now. As you can see, it has successfully completed the build. It is publishing the artifact right now. This will get completed. This will complete it also. There was some issue in the later part of this project. So it has publishing the artifact to the thing, but it is saying there was some issue related to the Docker. So permission denied to connect with the Docker sock. We can change the permission in the Jenkins. My terminal is busy. Let me see if I can duplicate the same terminal. And I guess no, I can do that directly. So let's go on the AWS EC2. In the EC2 section, go on server instances, and go and log into the Jenkins instance with the root username. So I just need to I haven't provided my normal user to access access the Docker, so because of which I'm facing that issue. So just let me do chmod equals 7 var uh, var lib docker docker not Docker. We need to use this particular sock and provide the access. Var run docker.sock. Okay. So just go on the instance var run docker sock. So it has all the permissions now. So just run the pipeline again. Will now. So if I explain about the RBAC, RBAC is one of the most important concepts in the Kubernetes. In order to able to perform deployment and authentication with your cluster, we need to create a service account for that and give a necessary permission on that service account. The role-based access control will create a role and a role binding, a token, a secret which will be used to authenticate and copy and paste the following. So so those so basically role-based access control will create a service account and throughout the service account we will create a role binding and it will automatically create the secret. So in the VI editor, I will provide the service account and how you can create a role bindings and all. We can see in the later part. So just in the Docker image, you can see it is trying to push the image. So let's see. Yeah, it is pushed already. So if you can see in the Docker, yeah, you can see the latest image. Yeah, the pipeline gets successful, and we can see it has almost automatically completed that thing. So let's go and go on VS Code or something and create a one file called. We need to create a file called for service account. So just it will be a simple text file. It will be a YAML file, but we just create a simple file for now. API version will be v1. In the if we create like later on, I will explain all kind of things. Kind is equals to service account and the metadata which will require to name is equals to Jenkins and namespace colon web app web apps. So this will be our role binding. Sorry, the service account. So just once this is created, we can create a service account. And after this, we will create a role dot YAML, and inside that role, we will create another file called role dot YAML. What if I just open one folder inside this data? Yes, and inside this, let me create one folder called. Uh, so in that file, just create. Let me create open this particular folder. So just save all inside this. No need to save actually, and no need to save. Just open that folder. Um, let's see. Data. Inside this folder, don't save. Let me create a file called service account.yaml. So inside that file, I am just creating the API version colon v1 kind is equals to service account metadata and the service account name. So Jenkins will be the service account and the namespace will be for apps. I'm using the web apps, and after that we will use the role.yaml. So inside the role API version will be RBAC authorization version 1 kind is equals to role metadata name of the role name of the namespace and the name of the role name will be role. After that just select the rules um, rules colon inside the rules the API group is equals to none. Resources will be the star. It can access all the resources and it can do get list create. Let's see, create. It can also do update, delete, and it can also do patch. Yeah, the patch it will do. Yeah, so all those kind of a thing it will able to perform by using this RBAC. After this, we will require to use the role binding dot YAML. So I have I'm using the code pilot solution, so it will be quite better to use if use the same, or otherwise you can use the direct files which are provided in the GitHub repository. So the role binding metadata will be name role binding. After that, the subjects we will require which will be kind is equals to service account, service account name will be the Jenkins, the namespace will be the web apps. So this will be subject role reference. So inside a role reference, kind will be role and name will be role, RBAC authorization, and that is your role binding. And in the in the secret, let's say secret.yaml. So inside the okay, it has created the EKS cluster and it is creating a notebook now. So inside a secret.yaml, we'll see the API version v1, not RBAC. We're not using the RBAC one. v1, yeah, v1 kind is equals to secret. The type of secret will be Kubernetes secrets, kubernetes.io service service account service account hyphen token metadata will be the name API name hyphen my secret name and say Jenkins token or web application Kubernetes service account name will be the Jenkins and UID will be the same remain the same. So we have created the service account role binding. We have created a service account role binding and the secret. So all those things are created. Just wait for to create a node group. It's creating basically EC2 instances in here. So just wait for it to create. Yeah, it has already created, but it needs to be updated inside a. It needs to be joined with the admission controller, and so just wait for some time. Okay, it has installed the kubectl for us. Just let's go. Okay. If you can go inside the go outside and you need to copy those three things in those I can say those four files into your terminal. So just copy service account first. Mm, service account. I have copied all those four files into my terminal. So just do ls-l. So just apply kubectl. We just need to update the kubeconfig file so we can able to connect to our region. Uh, connect to our instance itself or AP South one cluster. So it has updated the kubeconfig in the root or just kubectl get pods, kubectl apply -f the role.yaml. It is saying API key as a registered as scheme. Okay, there was some issue related to that. No issue. Just let me push those code to the GitHub, and after that, we'll clone that repository again. So inside this, go on that folder. So the web apps namespace was not created yet. So just create a namespace, a kubectl, create namespace web apps. So this will create a web apps folder, namespace itself, the service account which are created. After that, we can create the role. So vim role.yaml. Oh shit. YAML. So just kubectl apply -f role.yaml. So just check. It is saying role is registered with the RBAC scheme error. While creating a role.yaml, role version v1 cannot be handled as a kind of a role is registered as RBAC scheme. Okay, so let's try with version 1 only. So let's check if the version 1 is working. Okay, it's saying the CRD must created first. So we can create a secret if we can be able to create a secret.yaml. Inside this, just paste the secret and kubectl apply -f secret.yaml. So the secret was created, and now let's try to create a role binding because the role doesn't exist. We couldn't create a role binding us. So just let me check what is the issue related to the role. So if I do kubectl apply -f role.yaml, but before we're doing role.yaml, I need to update the default role with the given API version. So role in K8. So in the API server, not this, we can use this one, kubectl authorization. Just go on the instance, and in this instance, just paste this. So let's try now. Kubectl apply role.yaml. It is giving me an error. Um, looks like there was some issue related to the Cube API version. So let me try and go with the Cloud Shell option. So let me create a Cloud Shell in the South one environment. So the Cloud Shell is preparing. Yeah, I got the access. So -I kubectl. Okay, the kubectl is already installed. Kubectl get pods. It is not able to understand. Okay, no issue. Update the cluster. Yes, paste. Region will be the AP South one. Yeah, updated kubectl get pods, and there is one good thing I can say. We can upload the files to it. So just select the files in the VS. So in the role in the those 4 files we need to update. So deployment, not the deployment. You can say service account role. Okay, the service account actions, whereas cd on cloud shell user, kubectl apply hyphen f service account.yaml. Service account will already available. The service account, the role, vim role.yaml. So we can try to update the role from here. Just paste it and kubectl apply hyphen f role.yaml. So it is saying, and the line number five mapping values are not allowed. So the line number five mapping. Okay, there is. So the namespace, the rules section will be the control V, not this one. We can use the control V to cancel. Okay. Uh, Let me check the indentation properly. So in the metadata, we can set up the rules, and inside those rules, we can set up those API groups. So resources will be star means anything, and this is the variables or verbs. Kubectl apply rule.yaml. No, it is saying same thing. Hmm. Okay, the rule was created. There was some indentation issue, as well as there are some gaps in between while writing this particularly verbs, and as well as I have mentioned a rule as a small, so it needs to be in a proper syntax. So we have updated the role, and we need to add the role binding. So let me copy then role binding dot YAML. So inside this, just let me paste it. After pasting it, let me fix that. Or just we can say in role binding, set paste, set paste. So while pasting it, we can, yeah. So kubectl apply hyphen f role binding dot yaml. So it will bind the role, but it has also issues. So the role binding in the web apps, name as a role, kind as a role, service account, API group will be the authorization. And so there was another one issue while creating this role. Okay, again, there was some indentation related issue in that. So just let me fix that. When role binding and a kind of service account, so it needs to be in this way. So let's apply the role binding. Hopefully it will apply. Yeah, the role binding was created. So the service account is created, role binding and secret was created. So just now go kubectl get uh, secret hyphen app web apps. So it will get the secrets, secret web apps. Kubectl gets secret, and or also we need to add the one secret kubectl create secret docker hyphen registry, and registry reg create the type of the registry credentials. Inside that, we can use the hyphen docker hyphen server is equals to https colon slash slash index dot docker dot io slash v1 Another thing, hyphen docker hyphen username, which equals to your username 12 hyphen docker hyphen password, which equals to the token, or you can provide the password. Just go on the Docker Hub, and inside the Docker Hub, just go on profile, and you can just go on repositories. You can go onto the repository that you are using, settings, and inside that you can do, let's suppose, you can provide the token as well as account settings, my profile, this particular repository, manage repository. Not this one, but I'm just providing my I'll just provide my password there. And after the password, we need to add the namespace, and that's the same way. And after the namespace, you can click enter. So this way you can uh, create the secret. So I have created a secret, and this is created 30 seconds ago. So the name which we have provided, which is the record that we will be using to the deployment.yaml file. So just g- go and create another secret that we will use to integrate with the Jenkins. kubectl get secrets hyphen and web apps. So might we need to see, there is another one secret called my secret name, but might there are some issue. We haven't created the secret, this secret, because of which we're not able to see vim secret.yaml. So in the secret.yaml, we need to paste it, the secret. Before pasting, we need to set paste. Click on insert and paste. So this will paste in the given indentation. So kubectl apply -f secret.yaml. So the secret will get created. Kubectl get a secret -m web apps. So this is a secret. Okay, so it has created inside a web apps, right? Web apps, yes. -n web apps. So let's check now. Yeah, it has created inside a web apps, but it's not able to found out in here. kubectl gets secrets. We found out no, there was no credentials were created. Just go on the secret sec, secret.yaml. Inside this web apps was created. Uh, the authentication will be secret, the Jenkins, and the token. This will be a to service account. But why kubectl hyphen apps secret.yaml? The secret, my secret name was created. Mm, then secret.yaml web apps and Okay, so let's try with this one. The instance which we have here right now. So just go on the EC2 instance and connect to the Jenkins instance by using the root. kubectl get pods, kubectl get secrets, creates hyphen and web apps. There was one secret was created and kubectl vim kubectl apply secret.yaml hyphen n web apps. But if you can see, there is no secret was created inside a web app. Okay, so I have mentioned the UID, right? So throughout it is not able to find out the UID and not able to create the secret. But if you can see, the secret was created and it can able to, it has all the things. So just do kubectl describe secret hyphen n arbocity, sorry, web apps and the secret name. Just copy it and paste it here. So you'll see there is a token. So this token has authorized to that service account. You can see the labels and annotations, the service account name and the UID will automatically added, and the namespace will be web apps. So the token which is already added, just go on the Jenkins itself and configure it. Instead, not the configure it, we need to go on a dashboard inside this. The dashboard manage Jenkins credentials itself on the secret. Create a credential name as a secret text. Paste that secret into here. So let me copy it again. So for full copy and paste it on this thing. Okay, it token and same with the description. So let's create a token. The token was created. So now let's set up. We can also set up a mail authentication in later on. But for now, we can just do. We can just go on the GitHub repository and get the get the deployment file and apply the deployment file into into our web apps folder. So this is a deployment file, deployment service.yaml. So inside this, all the things are mentioned. So just let me copy this and uh, just create a file, uh, deployment.yaml. So inside this, paste this deployment, save it, kubectl apply hyphen f deployment.yaml. So deployment is created, kubectl get pods hyphen n web apps. Get pods. Yeah, it has created a pod inside this only. So kubectl delete deployment and deployment name. So the deployment name will be blogging app kubectl get deployment. So just let me delete this deployment, or we can keep as it is. No issue on that. It's not able to start because image pullback of error. So let's update the update the some things on it. The replicas will be to the specification and the image name will be this one. So let me update my image. Where is the docker hub? Here, this one. In the general logging app. So let me copy this entire thing and paste it over here, and that will be the latest. The record was image pool secret, and the image no need. Load balancer will automatically deploy, and yeah, just commit the change. We have updated the change over here, but we need to update in the deployments.yaml inside our here itself. So in deployment.yaml. So in the image section, the image will be private, right? So it requires the token and all. So just paste it and kubectl apply -f deployment.yaml -n web apps kubectl kubectl get pods -n web apps. It is started and it is running. So let's go on the load balancer section. So it has created a load balancer. So the load kubectl get service inside this -n argos -n web apps. So inside this you will see there is one load balancer was created. So there you go. You have an application ready, and this is the application that we are deploying since. So what we can do now, we can monitor this application. Just install the black box exporter in the inside the Jenkins itself, and with the Jenkins we can deploy that black box module into our Kubernetes itself. So just let me do quickly. So just go on a Prometheus and uh, black box exporter. You can install the black box exporter in here. So inside this terminal, this one, kubectl get was. So kubectl kubectl get deployments. Kubectl delete deployment. Delete deployment, and this deployment name. Let me copy and paste it. Yeah, deployment was deleted, and let's go and yeah, deployment was deleted, but we need to use the black box exporter. So let's go and black box exporter. So the black box exporter will require black box exporter download. So inside this, we can get the black box exporter somewhere. Just let me check configuration, not the download, but we can download from this one as well. And get link. We need Yeah, I got the documentation, related documentation that we will require to run the black box exporter. So just apply this module to the kubectl. So this is a black box exporter.yaml, and we need to apply to the cluster. So this terminal is basic. Let's create another EC2. Go on EC2 instances, and inside instances, just go on the Jenkins and login as a root. uh, Connect. Yeah. So it has connected, and what we can do now, we can vim black box dot yaml. Inside this, we can do set paste. Just paste the code. kubectl apply. Not need to do kubectl apply. apt install Prometheus. So this will install the Prometheus. In the Prometheus configuration, we need to add the configuration which I have by default. So let me update the link in inside this. So my link was different from this. So my account. Okay, I need to get that. Um, okay, let it be let it complete. So it is getting stuck in the header section. So just my install. I have just downloaded that tar-xvf. Later in the later part, I'll when we do when we do a like videos on it, we can get the in get those things in detail. So whatever the things which will require, what is exactly the Prometheus sound, how it run, and all those things. So it has a Prometheus and prompt tool. So just I have this global configuration. So let me update my link in this part. So kubectl get svc-n web apps. So this will get me the external link of my uh, and this will get me an external link. I'll update that. I just copy this entire thing, and into the Prometheus, I'll just go in the Prometheus. I'll just remove Vim Prometheus. Not this one. Uh, Vim Prometheus. Dot, Prometheus dot YAML, and just let me paste that thing in here, and after that just save it and just run the Prometheus by using the like Prometheus. Me just do Prometheus hyphen config dot file is equals to Prometheus. I'll just copy paste the file name, and copy and paste. It is saying there was okay. It has created two separate files. Why? Okay. Prome- Prometheus. It get hanged. Just let me refresh this tab. Connect. So it is establishing a connection. Hopefully, it will complete. Yeah, Prometheus, and inside this cat Prometheus, Prometheus, yeah, it get hanged again. Thanks. I'll connect it again. Yeah, cd Prometheus. Go in it. Cat pro Prome Prometheus.yaml. So it has all the things, but the another file which is rmf and rf Prometheus.yml yml. So let's run the Prometheus now. Uh, it is saying it is inside the root or something. YAML. No need actually. Copy and paste. CP Prometheus manual to temp. And if I run this thing again, slash temp slash Prometheus.yaml, copy it, paste it. I'm still not able to start because parsing the. What is the problem? Temp Prometheus.yaml, Google config, target script, everything was perfect. So where is the problem? Mm, it is not able to basically, if I explain, we can get this is particular module for the black box exporter, and this is the particularly main config file we can say for the Prometheus, and after that you can do a Prometheus config. You can run the Prometheus by this way. If you have configured if you have installed throughout the apt and all, you can directly run by using this, or you can also do cp star to the usr local win. And if you do Prometheus, it can also able to run, but due to some configuration related issue, it's not able to. So suppose if I do that, it's not able to. Okay. Yeah. So after that, you just install the Grafana and Grafana server. And once you install that, you can able to access the monitoring page inside of 3000 for the Grafana, 9090 for Prometheus, and 9115 for Prometheus, yeah, black box exporter. So that is overall about the thing. We'll do this in some another day. And yeah, thanks for watching.